It's your birthday, ho. It's your birthday, bitch. It's your birthday, ho. It's your birthday, bitch. Weekend.
We supposed to be serious. Y'all already know what it is. Sace and Soulfly.
Sace and Soulfly show.
Yeah. So tonight we got just interesting topics going on because tonight is a very special night. Even though by the time you guys are gonna see this, it'll be over, but not really because it'll still be Scorpio season. But we are on the eve of a very special day.
Yes, we are.
A very special day when two adults got together and were completely irresponsible. They didn't use rubbers.
No birth control.
And the man knew that the woman had just got off, because I got the story. The man knew that the woman had just got off birth control because it was making her sick. And he went in there and shot up the fucking club.
Shot it up.
Shot it up. He knew she was in college. He done derailed her dreams. She said to me, I didn't want no fucking kids. Yet here I am. So tomorrow is my goddamn birthday. You see what I'm saying? I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck I got to pay bills for decisions that adults made.
Listen.
Before we even had the interwebs.
This is just how it goes, Sace.
That's some bullshit. That's some bullshit.
How it goes.
He shot that club up. He should have pulled out. Pulled out. I'm sure he didn't many more times. Anyway, shout out to every Scorpio out there.
Shout out to the Scorpios. Scorpios are some of my favorite people, and one of my signs is in Scorpio, so that explains a few things.
We were talking about
the
that.
The freak side.
It makes you like a secret slut bag, like a low down slut bag. Like you're not out in the open with it. Like for instance, me, I am a recovering slut bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get like caution where I'm only a slut bag for one
person.
Facts. Gotcha. It's a long road to travel. A long road to travel.
I mean, but you know, I'm running out of time. Like my back, I'm not sure. Like my face say 22. My back says 47 3/4.
I just told Vinny Vegas yesterday, I was like, damn, I feel like I fired my team too quickly because there's some stuff I want to do.
Yeah.
But I kind of depleted the roster. I said, not right now, but I think maybe the season ended too.
Yeah, that was premature. That's a premature because who's gonna warm you up at night?
Holidays coming up. It is gonna get cold outside. Yeah. My birthday's in January, so now I'm like,
you cut everybody off.
Applications.
I don't know. Wait a minute, because you're supposed to have a summer where you're supposed to have a slut girl summer, and you're supposed to be cuffing somebody's son.
I'm definitely not cuffing nobody, but I didn't release all of the team. I still have a couple that I can call on in time of like dire need.
Now, are they, when you say they're on the team, like are they in the D League, or are they in the primary league? Are they on the practice squad? Where are these?
No.
Where do they fall?
The one that I can think of that I have actually kept as of late is one of my favorites. Shout out to him. One of my favorites.
So it's for y'all, all four y'all probably right now thinking y'all the favorite one that she talking about.
Everybody can't go. Okay?
Everybody feeling like I'm the favorite.
It's only one that's he's a fave, and
y'all be doing butt stuff, huh?
Don't give that man's business away on here. No.
Come on, man. It's a very valid question.
Listen,
when it comes to Keisha here.
Butt stuff is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Just get with the right amount of lube, the right amount of time.
Oh, my God.
It is great. Like that orgasm is something else. I would have never known, but now I understand. Yes, it's highly recommend.
We need that like, what is that?
Let's talk about relationships.
We got to. So we're going to jump right into it. I had this thought on the way from a conversation that me and you had just the other night.
Okay.
I want to talk about Little Red Riding Hood and her fucking red flags, okay? Red Riding Hood, first of all, that jacket is fly. I feel like it's a bubble jacket. Like, I feel like Red Riding Hood jacket is like a leather trench. Like, I feel like it's one of the shits that Cardi B would wear somewhere, but that jacket is still red as fuck. It is
red.
Still a red fucking flag.
Is that a telltale because you in the woods with a red bright ass flag?
Bright as fuck. The wolf always gets a bad rap. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps the wolf had never seen Red Riding Hood come visit her goddamn grandma. And now this bitch out here after he done put in all this work with Granny. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, for all those out there, why are we so retarded? Like, we see the red flag, we look at the red flag, we feel it to make sure the fabric is not gonna go with our skin.
Listen.
It doesn't work, and then we make decisions like this. The red flag that's wrapped up in a gorgeous dick is still a red flag.
Listen, I used to think it was just a merry-go-round. You know, all the bright flashing lights. And maybe I just wanted to take a ride.
How many times did you go around before you got off?
I done been around that motherfucker way too many times. But I will say this, at the tender young age of 42, I do not do that anymore.
You sure?
I do not. I address red flags quite immediately. I love to do it because not just men, most people aren't ready for that brand of honesty and authenticity. So it's like a game to me. I'm like, I'm gonna say exactly what I feel, exactly what I mean, and I'm gonna ask you exactly what I need to fucking know. And sometimes it's jolting and it's fun. I get my popcorn.
Why you gotta get pop? I just feel like I can just see her popping popcorn. The nigga done came over. He think he about to get the draws, dog, and she about to go down the list of red flag questions.
Yeah, we finna ask some questions.
Well, for me, I can say this: at the ripe age, mind your goddamn business, okay? Okay, because it's too soon, and it's a security question right now. Okay. Now,
you're trying to get into my Facebook.
You ain't lying about that. Y'all ain't lying.
But what I will say, the red flag for me, I thought the bitch was a slip inside. I thought she was on her light day on her period, and I could just eat my way through it. I took a spin down that slippery slope. It was fun. I really thought she was wet in the dock, but apparently I was doing my job, and so was nature.
But what do we do about red flags now, Sace? How do you tackle them when they arise?
Shit, I'm in therapy for those same red flags, because I'm gonna be honest with you. The red flags, I'm still learning what that means for me today, right?
Yeah.
Like, of course, don't beat me, right? Please don't put your fucking hands on me. You know those flags. But some of the more subtle red flags is conversational, like how we talk to each other. Sure. That was a red flag that me and you discussed, where I had to understand that the language in communicating that I was used to and so many other people are used to is in the method of yelling all the time. Like, we can be loud, like right now what we're doing, just, we ha ha he he. But when we're talking about a serious discussion, the moment that voices are raised, it brings I don't like to use the word intimidation, but it brings trepidation. Yeah, it brings trepidation. It brings it makes
it vibrate less.
Yeah, it's giving you nervous energy. And people who are nervous make rash decisions. You know what I'm saying? Feel like you have to be on guard versus open mind listening. Yes. So I feel like I just learned that red flag. And just having a process of course, I knew that I didn't like how my father talked to me or anyone else, but that's what I saw. I seen this man when he goes to yelling, and it was a running joke when he went to yell. Everybody shut the fuck up, including whoever he was fucking. and if you crossed him, you were gonna feel the wrath. So I walked into relationships thinking that was a relation. That's how I
thing.
Yeah, like I should talk to you like that, and you should talk to me like that, and then we should fuck afterwards. But that's a red flag on both sides.
Right.
Like, how do you talk to somebody with love even when you're at your massive frustration?
Yes.
So that's a red flag that I've personally just had to work through and just be like, this ain't our moment. Like, this is not our moment to give each other feedback.
I'm proud of you for that.
Yeah. And I
it
think
takes a lot to
Yeah.
dig within yourself and uncover the things that make you feel a certain type of way, especially if it's not a positive certain type of way, and then figuring out, well, what role might I be playing in the situation, and how can I, help to keep the fuck away from anything that's coming to me like that.
But then that will bring us to the other question that, of course, we were talking about. I think that we all need to take more accountability for the shit that we end up in, and relationships, whether it's business,
Yes.
whether it's professional business, personal, whatever.
Absolutely.
Like, again, Cat Williams, I was supposed to get the quote, but he said, like, if you keep attracting ain't shit niggas, it's something about you that ain't
Maybe
shit.
ain't shit, yeah.
Or if you keep attracting broken people, something about you could be healing in nature.
Right.
But who's
that
gonna
doesn't
heal
mean-
you?
Exactly, and that's something that I had to learn about myself. It is okay that I am a natural nurturer and healer, and I've embraced those parts of myself. But at the same time, I understand what I need to have my cup fill, and if I am being depleted, in a way that is going to leave me empty, then I understand when to walk the fuck away or when to, have certain boundaries. And I think that is a big part of it, is not only taking full responsibility and accountability for the situations that you get yourself into, right? But also, just being responsible and accountable for those things.
I mean, come on, man. Resident married man. Let me know. How do you, number one, keep boundaries in your relationship, and how do you take accountability for the shit that you maybe have blamed her for, but it's really you? Like, how do you balance boundaries and accountability?
Actions. You see what I'm saying? Like the way we go about things. I think the difference when you married is just like you say, is putting everything on the table. Yeah. You can't necessarily go into any situation only worried about your part of it. Like there can't be any selfish aspect of you in marriage. And like even when it's happening, you kind of and that's the part about for me that I've had to learn. Like get over yourself in order to get where you're trying to go. Like that's the hardest part. Like I want to be mad because you talk to me a certain kind of way, and I want to be pissed off all day about it, but am I gonna let this ruin and turn into something else? Because shit tends to fester, resentment kind of builds up. So I think the biggest thing is kind of being open about everything, whether it's how you feeling, how something made you feel, being willing to be vulnerable, because in those instances you get the most honest you and the other person. So and then communication, like we always say, it always comes back to that. But like as a man, communicating is so huge because my aggression can be hurt, it can be pain, it can be disappointment. I can be sad, but it comes off as anger. You know what I'm saying? And so like those kind of things, kind of find a balance with that kind of shit is really what helps for me.
I want to roll that into something else, if we can. Just talking about mental health, but particularly for Black men. And I think you and I had this conversation where we, as Black women especially, we're so much further ahead because we've for some years now been talking about therapy, meditation, yoga, nutrition, other health things, mental health, again, going to therapy, all these types of things. We've been talking about that for some years, whereas Black men are just now starting to talk about it. And the sad part about it to me is that we still have a lot of Black women who are also ignorant as fuck, and they are looking at Black men who are aiming to be more vulnerable, looking to go to therapy, looking to figure out how to face their shadows and deal with their demons. But it's women over here like, you a sucker, are you soft, are you this? And that pisses me off to no end. So I think, we again are much further ahead than our men. Our men have a lot of healing to do, a lot of dealing with themselves to do, and I don't know what it's going to take for us to get on.
When
the
we
same
think
page.
about that, like we're just getting to a place where it's safe in some spaces for men to even cry.
Oh yeah,
like you still
very few.
You still raising sons to
be hard.
Don't cry. Don't show no emotion. And then this same son that has been programmed all these years not to show emotion now has to get with a woman. And then there's also women who've been programmed don't show any emotion. That is weakness.
Yes.
And now these emotionless ass people that have been programmed this way go into the world, and now they're supposed to be emotionally available to someone else. How do we even get there when we're just now getting there?
In my fucking chair.
But is it their fault? I don't
think it's anybody's fault, but it is on us to take accountability for ourselves and say, you know what, I got some fucked up shit, and some people are never gonna do that, and we get that. Like some people are gonna be who they're gonna be, and they're not gonna work on themselves. And for the people who are working on themselves and moving forward in life spiritually and all the other types of ways, well, you have to do yourself well enough and love yourself enough to say, fuck those people, I'll love you from afar.
I mean, but then that goes to show back to the therapy thing, like just couples counseling, like that trying to get two people on the same page to go to couples counseling. Because if one person feels like there's nothing wrong with me, then couples counseling is not going to work.
Yes.
And then outside of couples counseling, you also have to get individual counseling. And I think at this point, I got to a space where, again, we were talking about that healing process where I was about to fire my therapist. She was out the door, and something in my life took a shift, which opened up this gate of saying that healing is a very atrocious, ugly, disgusting, hard, a lot of sweat, a lot of tears process that we don't even know. Who in this room, somebody told us that we was gonna have to heal wounds from shit that when we was born. Again, two irresponsible fucking adults got together, had us, brought us up, and granted, we are here. We are here because we have excellent people in our corner. Whether that be your mom, whether that be your dad, whether it be a step parent,
for sure,
whether it be an OG. But we still have. Now we're responsible to break the generational curse. Why the fuck do it fall on me? What?
But I think here's the thing. I think each generation, it falls on them, right? And you get to make a choice whether or not you're going to continue to do certain things that are detrimental. And mind you, some people will never get there. And I think about that all the time. I just thank God for my mind, because some people are never going to intellectually get to the point where they say, this is some fucked up shit, let me change it. Some people will never get there. But we cannot, all we can do as individual people is walk our walk, let our light shine, and, hope that we're able to touch a person or two along the way to encourage them to find and become their better selves.
Well, I can tell you right now, I don't agree with this shit. I didn't ask to be
you're
here.
Doing a hell of a job, though.
Listen, but then it's like you're having these, and I don't know if Caution has experienced this, where you're trying to change something in your life, or you are changing it in your life, and then you go have a conversation with one of your aunts or your uncles or some shit, and you're having this cavalier conversation about what you're doing, and they're just like, couldn't be me. And you're like, do you hear yourselves? Like, we've been fucked up since 1922.
Listen, a good friend of mine is an advocate of like letting a woman go. Like, that's his thing. Like, he's been divorced now, so he's just like, listen, if it comes down to you get caught cheating, let her go. Like, if she's not unhappy, let her go. Like, and I'm just like, bro, that can't be the answer to everything. Like, that's it. The end all be all is just be alone. He's just like, look, it's working for me, and I'm just like, no, that's not what I want. It's kind of trying to figure it out. Like, that's the thing. Like, I just don't want to be subject to the same shit as my father. Like, I don't want to fall and succumb to the same ills as every other man who wasn't able to figure this shit out and get it done. Like that's kind of, and this is kind of a little off topic, but even with like fatherhood, like I used to be so scared of it. I tell people because of the way that those before us made it seem like why are y'all avoiding this so much? What's so bad about being a father? Until I became one and was like, damn, this shit's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying? Like what, like now I see y'all as less people because you couldn't do it. And it's the same thing for marriage and relationships. Like I learned how to be a player and to deal with a lot of multiple women and like to just be this scumbag. But like nobody ever taught me how to be a good husband or like to have one woman and be a family man. And like, so that's it's kind of coming hand in hand for me with that, just trying to figure this shit out on my own. And you know, I'm not against counseling. I've never actually done it though. So you know, I'm still kind of, like you say, we're still so far behind that. Like my wife encourages me to do it, but you know, that's one of those things as well. So I'm right there with y'all though. I am.
Yeah, I mean, you got to find a safe space, and you know, I can't say that I got the counselor or the therapist right off the bat. It was 3, 4, 5 of them over the years where you try one and it's like, nigga, you don't get me by. You know what I mean?
Which is, I think, is okay. I think people have to be willing to. I think it's all a process because you're still getting to know yourself. Like I know I am every day. However, I'm super grateful for where I am right now. I was just telling somebody like where I am now, I wouldn't go back because I know myself so well. I know myself. I take full accountability for the shit I get myself into. One of our great friends, one of my sisters was like, she was praying, or she said something like, I pray that, you know, you don't succumb to the, you know, something about different things happening around me or people pulling me into stuff. I say, oh no, ma'am, that's not me. I take full responsibility. I know exactly what the fuck I'll be getting myself into. I have thought it through. I know, you know, I have probably thought about the good things and the bad things that could happen. Like, no, I don't ever put the things that I do on other people as far as the actions that I take. You know, but it's taken me, you know, this time to get to that point to where I take that type of responsibility.
Well, I'm going to keep doing whatever I'm doing, but I'm going to be pissed off the whole way because I don't understand why it fell on me. I don't even got kids, and I don't understand why the weight of my family, the things that I've learned, and please don't get it twisted. My family is great. I love my fucking family. Of course. But some of those things that I'm having to unlearn to be a better person, to be a better aunt, to be a better friend, to be a better sister, to be a better daughter, because my stepfather and my stepmother are still here. Like, to be all of those things it's taking work, and the work that it's taking is fucking exhausting, because I literally told my therapist like 2 weeks ago, I think it's just better I be a fuckboy. It's less stressful, and it goes back to Carlson's point. It's what I know, and it was easier, and I put that in air quotations because it appears to be easier, but
it's fucking up some shit. Or it could be.
It could fuck up some shit. I don't like the way you tried to put that in present tense.
It's a cover up.
It could have. Was back
it's
then.
A cover up. Like, because what we really want to say, which is funny, right? What you really want to say is, tonight I just want to be held. What you say is, I'm a swipe. Well, now I'm a swipe and I'm gonna see who I can fuck tonight.
Yeah.
But what you needed was to be held. You needed, and even if it's not the big spoon, little spoon, as we joke about, maybe you just want that your significant other, the one that knows you, that knows that the strong face that you put on for everybody else. She know that you just need your scalp rubbed through that night. She knows that, baby, just go take a shower. I'll worry about the rest of the shit.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes that's just what we need. Yeah, so that's what we go. That's what we going.
Little TLC.
Yeah. So we gonna move right along. If they white, they might. But I got some good news for if they white, they might.
What's
before I go in. So I was at my place of employment, and someone casually mentioned that there is only one fucking state that requires financial literacy as a course you have to pass in high school. One fucking state. So in my mind, I'm like,
you will never believe.
I'm like, California, Vermont, Washington State. Fuck it, Michigan.
It ain't none of
these niggas said
Florida. And you know Florida folks be Florida and then.
For real.
The same people that don't want to teach our kids critical race theory.
Right.
They said we need these little motherfuckers to know how to count.
Which ain't a bad thing. So I'm all the way with it, and I think other states should adopt it. But it is very interesting that Florida is the pioneer in this thing. Like,
Bruh, I mean, I've been saying this for years. We needed that shit. Before y'all taught me all the Algebra 1, Algebra 2, pre-calc, geometry, biology, before I learned all of that, you should have told me how to balance a checkbook back in the day. I just kind of showed a little bit. You know, and for the kids today, like, hey, don't spend all your money on the Amazon or the Fortnite.
I used to have home economics when I was coming up in school.
Like, how many women actually know how to change an oil change or change a tire? You know what I'm saying? Like, how many men How many men know these things? Like the simple things in life. So why do you think Florida was the one?
Who knows? Like
who put that on legislation?
They do surprising things.
Right. No telling.
But
they still hold elections, so it's fine. Like anything could happen in Florida.
And then, of course, if they white, they might. I've learned that, of course, we know there's no truth in politics, but you know that any like media, right? If you're gonna advertise for like credit cards or debts or homes, anything dealing with money, like there's so many FTC regulations, right? So many different regulations. But when it comes to political campaigns,
no regulations
at all. Why is
these
that?
fools running ads in Georgia talking about
smear campaigns.
Yeah, talking about reverse racism. Like it's illegal to be white and like full on video. It's like I've seen some things this campaign that or this campaign season that have just been like, okay, we're in the upside down. This further confirms it. Like this shit
is crazy.
Wild shit.
Trump opened it up, okay. You know
but I'm also not mad about this.
You know what? I don't think Trump.
I like it in my face.
Just like when we were saying that when we had Crystal here, you know, Trump just exposed the inevitable. I don't think Trump. I think if black people would have just showed up for Trump, like he would have been whatever extreme Trump was on, whatever we was on, right? He
understood.
Rednecks.
What he needed to do to rile up the people that are easily riled up.
Right.
I think the difference with him though is he took politics to a level of, I would say, like I agree that it's been done before.
Right.
So let me preface it with that. He isn't the first person to do the things that he did.
Right.
I think his approach to it was a bit different than I'd ever seen it before.
Yeah.
Hell yes, right in your face.
And it was so outrageous that I never thought he would win. I was just like, this isn't the word
for it.
Right.
Outrageous.
Right. I think all of us. I don't think nobody did. Everybody was on election night like, nah.
I couldn't believe it. That was more shocking to me than seeing a black president. Swear to God. I was like, really? Like, this is really happening? Like, this is really going to happen?
And
like,
he's literally not given any documents that have been requested of him. Like, to this day, he's still like, fuck y'all, I'm the president. I ain't got to do shit. Like,
but I'm going to tell you, I think what's interesting about it, because I just haven't been into politics really since then for the most part, but I think what's interesting is when you think about, you know, economics and some of the things that happened during his term, he did some shit. He did more shit for black people.
He did
than many of the previous presidents before him. But I think it's because he don't give a fuck, and I think that's what people don't get. He don't give a fuck about nobody but himself and what's popping right at that moment.
No, he don't give a fuck about rules, laws, regulations.
Nothing.
They like, this got to go through Congress. I don't give a fuck about none of them niggas.
Nothing.
I'm going to do this.
He was an action guy. I give him that. He is an action guy. It was something that I saw. It was like a video that popped up on like shorts on YouTube, and they was talking about how he was talking to like some Iranian, some guy. He was telling them that he needed to stand down and he needed to fall in line and all this shit. And they asked him. They said that you sent him a picture. No, they said you told him where you knew where he lived at. And that's how he changed his mind. He was like, no, I didn't. He was like, I sent him a picture of his house. He was like, he was like, "Why are you sending me a picture of my house?" And he was like, "You know why I'm sending you a picture of your house." And it was just like, damn, like this is how he operates. But he got shit done though.
He didn't give a fuck.
He got shit done. I'm not gonna lie. So I give him that.
You know, I don't know what's happening right now. What's gonna happen? I'm just kind of looking at the show, and I feel like I'm just trying to heavily focus on creating my own economics, making sure I'm good based on the things that I'm doing to make money and be able to take care of my family and build wealth and all those things. There's still many avenues that one can do that successfully, regardless of some of the politics. You know, politics are going to affect us to a degree, but you know, when it comes down to it, we can still do some things. And so I'm really just more focused on that, because it's just a lot of, I can't keep up with the fuck shit.
Well, well, speaking of fuck shit, and we're gonna get into it. Number one, we got a couple of RIPs that I want to go ahead and mention, because before we get into craziness,
I have so many opinions. I'm not ready. But
what's his RIP to Leslie
Jordan.
Yeah, I believe it is Leslie Jordan. RIP to him. Was a ray of fucking sunshine. Small, did his thing, and remained himself. So I want to see what else they have of him, because a lot of times they do roll out other things.
Right.
But then this next one was unexpected. It showed why we shouldn't be on our phones first thing in the morning, because I'm pretty sure, like you, like myself, you woke up, you picked up your phone, and the first thing you saw just recently was not Takeoff. Not Takeoff.
Yep.
Over
the Migos, over a dice game that he wasn't even playing in. Apparently, he was just there.
So is it hip hop? Is it tempers? Is it gun violence? Is it everything? Like, what do we do as a culture to not?
I just feel like happen? We can't. When it comes to hip hop, does it have an effect on our youth as far as lyrics that are, degrading and violent and talking about drug use and abuse and all these things? Does it have an effect? Yes. Okay, anything that we put out into the atmosphere has an impact or an effect. Yeah. Yes, it does. I feel like that for all media. I feel like that for the movies. I feel like we've had plenty of instances of people looking at serial killers, and when we pump them up, they go copycat and this, that, and it inspires people who are crazy. Okay, all of these things affect us and touch us in some type of way. I still feel like it is the responsibility of the parents to raise their children, even though our kids and our youth and our youngsters today are being bombarded even more than we were growing up. With propaganda, with advertising, with the things that are in the music. So I think it does have an impact and an effect, but I do not think that we can put the blame on a genre of music and say that this is what's causing this death. No, I think.
Do you think as somebody would say, I had a grandma that said, after 12 o'clock ain't nothing open but, legs, jail cells and hospital beds. You know what I'm saying? So
it's like Dion said, you want to hang with the same people, and one of my good friends said the same thing. Like, there are certain people that I understand because I am moving on, or I have gotten to this point that I can't do that shit no more, because guess what? Some of the people in certain areas, not areas like that, but let's say shooting dice at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, some of these people, they don't give a fuck about their life. So,
but here's the thing: how many times have they had that same dice game? And everybody knows something like a dice game, could go left quickly anyway. But how many times have they had that same dice game? No nothing. Tempers get flared, but nobody gets shot.
Probably plenty. It's you always taking a chance when you put yourself in certain environments.
I just don't understand it. I just don't understand why rich, young, black, African American males keep putting themselves in positions where these things can happen to you. And I understand if y'all shoot dice all the fucking time. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Shoot dice as much as you want
But
to.
who you shooting dice with?
But I ain't never heard this happen. This ain't never happened to Jay-Z. This ain't happening to Nas. This is happening to a specific group of rappers and artists under a certain age or dynamic now. Yeah. And it's like, I don't know if it's like I'm oblivious to it or it won't happen to me. It's just something about this lifestyle that I don't get, why people can't just fucking stray away from certain shit. Like, or do it in a certain manner. Like, is there security with y'all? Like, y'all are two very rich individuals, two highly famous individuals. Why is there anybody even around y'all carrying a gun that can make that this can happen to y'all? I don't get it. Like, I just don't get it. There's so many preventive things to put in place. And it just seems like the simplest shit keeps happening to these people who's supposed to know better. Like,
you supposed to, and I think that's one of the things that we as artists we do. For us, we're all seasoned at the table. So when I'm done with whatever business I had at a venue, I'm gone.
Yes.
Listen, case in point, the last show I was at, one of the openers showed up late, didn't get to go on when he wanted to go on, had to go after the main person, which is wild. I would have just not did.
Yeah, he wouldn't have went on.
So they was like, anybody here, if you can, don't leave. We got one more person. As soon as the main person was gone, and I'm saying this on camera, I got the fuck out of there. I don't care. Like, my time here is up. Like, I'm done. I don't want to stand around and hang around for 30 minutes after the show is over. Like, I'm getting my people and I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta go. Like, the work is done now. But even in that instance, I need to know more about the situation. Like, because I'm hearing it's a stray bullet from his side.
I'm hearing and I'm careful not to mention whatever the details are going to be, because at the end of the day we still don't know. We still don't know, but I'm tired of, like, you just wake up and it's just another RIP.
New rapper,
you were going about your day in the afternoon. Like, when we found out about Mo 3, that was like morning, damn near afternoon. Like, it's like, nah.
The middle of the day, getting shot on the fucking highway.
Dead in the middle of the street. Somebody follow you from somewhere by yourself. What are you doing there?
By yourself,
But why are you in Dallas? If you
because
know
you gotta
it's
keep it real.
Gunning for you, why are you in Dallas?
On their side of town.
That,
because
man. It's
keeping it real is starting to cost niggas life. Keeping it real is costing people's lives. We just lost, PNB Rock. Like, trying to keep it 100.
Just going in
10 dead rappers this year alone.
That shit is wild.
10 of them that you can name off top.
Youngsters.
And so, like, the conversation constantly comes to why do we care so much about being in these environments? To prove what? Why? If I'm up millions, why am I shooting dice with niggas that's not there with me?
Why?
Right.
Why can't I just go to Vegas and hit the tables?
That's what I'm saying.
And do it the right way. You know what I'm saying?
Or be at in one of your networks or environments with dudes that are on your same level.
Yeah, who probably got a team of fucking security on that wall.
They got shit to live for too.
Yeah. 28 years old and lost your life at a dice game, and you wasn't even shooting dice.
Yeah,
he was just there. That's what I'm saying. Like,
so
it's sad.
So RIP to those guys. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Y'all, I need y'all to continue to be safe out there. But before we get out of here, I'm gonna talk about. Hey guys, before we get out of here, y'all know what I got to talk about. Shout out to my sis for getting me this yak right here. If you know the bottle, you know the bottle. So I'll be drinking that because my 75 hard challenge ends tonight, nigga.
So out midnight, Sace might be taking a sip of something. Y'all take one.
It ain't gonna be a might. I'm gonna be in my kitchen like this. 12.
I'm so proud of you. I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna last 75 days, but I'm gonna go slower.
Nigga saying I'm gonna go slower. So we gotta get into these sex positions. This is the part that Caution always enjoys. What the fuck I found in Marie.
I'm so excited because for some reason I thought we were going to talk about whatchamacallit, so I'm glad that we're not, because I have way too many heated
we ain't talking about
subject matters.
No negative shit, because we on the time crunch.
Okay, cool.
So Caution, there's a good position that I have for you, sir.
Oh my God, let me pull my phone out.
It's gonna get you right.
Let me show it. Oh, did you text it to him?
Yeah, it's gonna. You know what? I text it to you. It's gonna get you right.
What the fuck is he doing? What is happening?
Caution. Listen.
You can't tell me this one isn't doable.
That's a doable one. But your butt gotta be in the air and she might smack it.
Okay, listen. Sometimes with entanglements like that, you end up in position, and also depending on the furniture, you know, sometimes you gotta move certain ways and you end up certain. That's not too far fetched though.
Thank you.
I'm not going to intentionally get that way, but if I ended up that way, I'm not necessarily mad. Now, what I don't want
try to justify this, your booty gonna be in the air.
No, listen. All I'm gonna say is.
Arch your back, caution.
Like this whole thing is a thing right here.
Hey, she finna bear hug your shit. Like, come on, boy. Allison, where you at?
Oh my God! Look at this shit.
It's going down.
Yeah, it's going down, and I need you to make sure you tilt your head slightly to the left.
This is called the tipster.
You know what I'm saying? No, we gonna call
it's more than the tip.
This gonna call spread your legs. Let me see it.
This shit says when she slides a few pillows under her head, she stops him from dipping in too deep without cutting back on any of his old baby pleasure. So this is the whole
she could choke.
Nah, this is the fucker face thing. Like you gotta kind of like if she's willing to go there.
Yeah.
Because most do it in the normal head position. You know, you can kind of fuck a person's face.
Yeah.
This is like the definition of it. This is when somebody says that's what this is. Yeah, this is.
Listen,
this the real deal.
I don't like the hands on the ass though. That doesn't make me feel good.
She's gonna put her. She needs a grip.
That's true.
She needs somewhere to rest her hands. Ladies, Big Daddy for Scorpio season will be trying this position.
I'm not mad at it.
I've been stretching. I am ready. Yes, with the 75 hard challenge. I am confident that I can arch my back in this position. Now, bitch, if you smack my ass, I'm probably gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be honest.
Exactly.
I'm probably gonna enjoy it.
Don't front, Sace. Don't front.
So this is gonna be spread your legs. Let me see.
I think instead of that name too, instead of the tipster, it should be called no, ma'am. It's the whole dick, sir.
Cause ain't no fighting that shit.
Ain't no tip.
Hell no, you don't have no
dick,
control down there, ma'am. You can't tell. It's talking about from dipping into. Do you a goddamn lie?
Yeah, it's hitting that little dangly thing that's in the back of my throat.
Now we want to try a different version of this. Where she actually enjoys her shit too. I just forward that over to you guys. Okay. I know it's sideways. Don't worry about that. Just do what you do on your phone.
Shit!
Put your legs.
Oh, he's
up.
on the chair. I didn't see the chair.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's a strong ass woman holding that man up like that.
So in this case, like, first of all, I don't understand how we got in this desk chair. This is the work from home position.
I'm not mad at this either.
Good. Work from home.
Good old fashioned 69. That's all.
Right. Good old fashioned 69 in a work chair. You about to fuck up my $300 ergonomics chair, and now I have a whole fucking attitude with you.
I mean, for sure, as long as the chair is up against a nice sturdy wall.
I think it does. I think it does. A rocking chair.
A rocking chair.
That's what I'm saying. This is it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Because it got the
just a little bit.
Yeah,
just a little bit.
No, man.
It adds a little flavor.
So this is what I'm here for. As a Scorpio, we're not gonna go too wild. Besides this third one that I'm gonna do.
Can I show these when I put the video?
You're gonna have to animate those.
I feel like you can. Put a little haze over.
For the third one, I'm just confused. Why do white people feel like we need to be on a medicine ball?
Yeah,
it's the bounce back action,
bro. I can totally understand the bounce back action, but I also feel like we're gonna fucking fall. Like if she gets too excited,
like the sturdiness is just not there.
It's the left and right angle. Like if he goes too far left, they're falling.
But what I'm saying, okay. So think about this. Think about when you go to the cowboy shit, and they ride that fucking mechanical bull. Mm-hmm. What's gonna fucking happen? She gonna get here. And something's gonna tip over.
Yeah, it's gonna tip over.
She's gonna fucking tip over.
I mean, you can be strategic and not do all of that bouncing and still maybe like just make the ass bounce like that. You know.
But why does he want to be holding up his weight as well as hers?
Yeah, because this is like a workout position.
The ball
it's gonna be a workout.
He needs to put the ball more under his waist, so that way he has the help of the ball to hold both of them up. This seems a bit much.
But
like,
it seems like he's still gonna need to be on the edge. Like his head needs to be like close to a bed or a couch or something to hold up and prop up for the.
My early teen years, I saw a porno with two people on a medicine ball that made me consider it. Okay, I'm just saying, I never tried it, but I remember it back in the day.
I got 3 in a row tonight. This must mean because it's my birthday, Caution that's been down for all 3 of these. He's like, I'll consider.
I wouldn't do this one, but I'd fuck with the medicine ball. I'm not mad at it. I'm not. I've seen it, and I'm too, I'm sizey. So once I get up there, I don't know if it's gonna work out.
Nigga, just get a shirt that says I'm sizey.
I think I am.
Speaking of fucking shirts, nigga, if y'all asking what to get me for my birthday, man, just purchase this shirt right here. Bam. What do you like to eat? You know what I mean?
Let me get a zoom on that.
Vaginitarian.
You know?
I do like that one. That's a good design.
It's cute.
It is. It is.
You know what I mean? It's cute.
I like the design.
So if you eat what I eat, because I am on a strictly.
Is there such thing as a dickitarian?
I don't think so. I ain't never seen it.
A dickologist, maybe?
Dickitarian.
But if you are on a strict vagina diet, I am the doctor's orders. Please come holler at me. It is good in protein. It is not a good source of fiber. It is a small source of carbs if you swallow. So I'm trying to.
It must be Scorpio season.
It is. Also, please, fuck somebody tonight, tomorrow, and this weekend.
For Sace's birthday, okay?
Just for mine. But make sure that your fucking is spectacular. We don't want subpar. Who wants a subpar fuck?
Nobody does.
That's just a waste of energy.
You know, I want it nice, nasty, slutty, sweaty, hot. I want to make sure that if your guardian angel is watching you, they have to turn around because they feel like they're going to go to hell for watching you.
They going to censor this episode. What the fuck was they doing? Snatch that shit down.
It's Scorpio
I don't want no smoke, Facebook. They already got me restricted for the next 24 days.
I'm sorry, Facebook. It's Scorpio season. But more importantly, I'm here with my brother and my sister, and we are doing shit.
It's birthday time.
It is birthday time.
Happy birthday, Sacer.
And shout out to Caution, just opened up for Conway the Machine.
Shit, shout out to you, okay? It was a Grizel the weekend, okay?
Yeah, it was. Nightmare Tour.
Yes, Al Sace opened up for Benny the Butcher. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
that's
it was a hell of a...
We was out here doing bars and shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. It was just all bars all weekend.
Yeah, I was, I had to go in my hip hop bag when they was like, we need a 20-minute set. God damn it.
For real. Listen, I got to 13 minutes and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, like
you did just a little piece of my favorite song. I did, it's called Ben Grindin', and I lost my damn mind. Sorry if I fucked up your tape, your video.
It's all good, but shout out to everyone. Happy birthday to everyone that's celebrating a birthday. Please be safe. Yeah. But before we jump out of here, what we represent? Who are we and shit? Who we got?
Sace and Soulfly, and you can follow us online. Sace. SACE and Soulfly,
right
SOUFLY. It's going to be right there in front of you. So follow us, and I'm your girl Mocha Soulfly. Make sure you follow me, MOKAH SOULFLY, and
you can follow Big Daddy. You feel me? Let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna put the mic right here. Look. I'm gonna talk to you to the side. You feel me? I'm gonna talk to you with my East Coast shit. You know what I mean? Come holler at me.
Tell them, Negro.
Come Oh shit, my name Al Sace, girl. You know what I mean? I really want you to sit on my face. I mean, come sit on the couch so we can watch Netflix.
The Al Sace.
Oh yeah, TheAlSace. Come sit on my face.
And big shout out to Caution, Mr. 700. Make sure you follow him.
And he got new hoodies
all over media. Hoodies are amazing. Damn, I should have worn my shit tonight. Hoodies are amazing.
That's
make sure you cop
birthday
one.
gift.
Hey,
guys.
Listen,
I was trying to think of
it's
it.
my favorite right now.
Yeah.
Top tier quality. Top
Okay.
tier quality. Get your ladies
thank
all
you,
over
thank you.
hoodies.
Yeah.
We'll remind caution to put that shit right here so you can see it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Cop that shit. Sace and Soulfly, y'all.
Y'all already know what it is.
We'll see you next time.